our topic is clocks. Now for first grade, this is a pretty difficult skill because they have two hands that they have to worry about, an hour hand and a minute hand. So we like to divide it into two separate spots while teaching. We like to separate into hours, so learning how to tell time using rooms in the clock, which I'm going to show you today. And then also we're dividing it into minutes where they have to count by fives around the clock. Once they've mastered hours, then they can move on to the minutes portion, but that hour portion is really important. So I'm going to be asking you to go with me today and learn how to do hours. That way we teach it here at school. So let's start. As you know, we have hours and minutes on our time. The first line is an hour and the last line is a minute. In the middle, we have two dots. We use the actual word called colon in first grade, so they get used to that vocabulary. So we're going to be focusing on the hour, the number that comes before the dots. For my clock, I went ahead and separated it into different rooms. We call them rooms. We teach them to go around the clock clockwise, and we also use that vocabulary clockwise so they know which direction I mean. To help them remember, I say follow the numbers. If they're getting bigger, you're doing the right job, but if you're going backwards, you're going the wrong direction. So each of my hours has a room. Anywhere from this number to this number is the 12 room. Anywhere from 1 to 2 is the 1 room. Anywhere from 2 to 3 is the 2 room, and so on like that. What I like to tell my students is that you start at the top, you go around the clock, you knock on the door, and then you enter the room. And anything in this zone right here, anything in this blue, is a 2-hour room. So if I would keep continuing and I landed here, I went through the door and into this room. Anywhere in this room, this red part, would be the 6-hour. And I like to correspond that with my hour and minutes here, telling them that that's the first number. It never changes for anything in that room. So if I'm drawing my hands here, I have to remember that I'm going to use shorthand, the shorthand for the hours. My longhand is saved for my minutes. So if I wanted to draw, let's say, 3 o'clock or anywhere in the 3-hour, I would tell them to follow the clock around, find your 3, knock on the door, and then enter the room. At that time, they can then go ahead and draw their hour hand. I apologize, my arrow's not very good because I'm trying to hold the camera at the same time. So anywhere in here is their 3 o'clock hour. Now you can practice this at home by just getting your own printout clock or using the clock that you have at home. Any analog clock will do. You can go ahead and color it or just leave it blank. But as long as you're practicing seeing where that hour hand is and what room it is, then that will help them immensely here in first grade. Thank you for watching.